All right. Okay, we're ready? Okay. I'm proud to be here with Ted Leonsis and Senator Warner to announce the formation of a broad bipartisan statewide group on business leaders for deeds to support my candidacy for governor. And I'm going to lean on this group, frankly, over the next few months as I travel the Commonwealth for advice and assistance, learning about business issues that are going to help Virginia move forward. Working with these business leaders over the past number of years and with Senator Warner when he was governor, we created a state, we created an economy where we're relatively low taxes, we've got a AAA bond rating, we've been able to balance our budget every year, we make critical investments in education that have allowed Virginia to move forward. We've been rated time after time the best managed state in the country and also the best state to do business. And then this last week we were rated once again the best state to do business in the country. I'm proud of all those rankings. I'm running for governor because I want to restore confidence in the economy. I want to do that by building a broad consensus to develop a plan for statewide transportation solution. I want to continue to support K-12 and higher education, and I want to build the next generation of Virginia's job growth on green jobs, the green economy. I'm proud to be standing with these gentlemen because as we move forward, I want to build on the foundation that Mark Warner laid for us when he was governor. He laid a foundation that allowed us to preserve our AAA bond rating, that allowed us to make critical investment in education, that allowed us to move forward in a manner that's going to support economic growth. I'm going to be a governor who follows that model to a large degree, and I'm proud of this group. It's come together. Mr. Leonsis, do you want to?
I'm Ted Leonsis. It's an honor to be standing here in front of Mark Warner, a good friend, governor, and now senator, and hopefully our next governor. We've had the opportunity to spend some quality time with Senator Deeds and with someone who's listening and follow the tradition that Mark and Tim laid out for us, where it is a pro-business state. We know without jobs, without a strong economy, none of the great programs that can define a state are possible. And so I'll serve as chairman of this group. We'll lead together a very broad base of people with lots of opinions. We'll be able to provide support, input, and ideas to continue the tradition that Senator Warner created and made this state renowned as being the best managed state in the country. And I think that's an accolade that we want to keep, and the people of Virginia deserve nothing less. So I'm very excited to work on this project, and hoping to do everything in our power to get Mr. Deeds elected to be our next governor. I'll turn it over to our former governor and now U.S. Senator Mark Warner.
Thank you, Ted, and let me first of all thank my good friend Ted Leonsis for hosting us here today and for all he does for our community. It's exciting to be here at the rink. Go Caps. We talked about the exciting season that we had this past year, and next year I think we can even go further. But, I think this is showing the kind of broad-based support that Creigh is getting from the business community all over the state. Ted's been a friend and supporter of mine. He wasn't even willing to chair my business efforts. And the fact that he's willing to chair this effort, to step out this publicly in favor of Creigh's campaign is, I think, a real asset. One of the reasons why I'm so supportive is that, as Creigh mentioned, we have made great progress in Virginia. We have this reputation of best managed state, best state for business. We still got challenges. Transportation has to be addressed by the next governor. And I think that Creigh Deeds has got the kind of plan and has got the kind of experience to find that common ground between Democrats and Republicans together to solve our transportation problems here in Northern Virginia. He also, I think, what I hope that this business group will provide for Creigh is that, I believe at the beginning of coming out of this recession, that there has been, this recession has, candidly devastated certain industries. We in Northern Virginia haven't been hurt as badly as folks in Southside Virginia, but even in Northern Virginia, we've got tens of thousands of folks who've lost their jobs. So we need cutting-edge business leaders like Ted Leonsis who can work with Governor Deeds to make sure we put together the next generation of business plans that fact that this group has been formed. It has Republicans, Democrats, Independents. I think it indicates again the kind of support for Creigh for the campaign. My hope is that this group will advise Creigh when he becomes governor next January, put in place the business plan to make sure that we've got that kind of job generation growth that's so critical for the future. Questions for you?
Who reached out to whom to start this?
I talked to Mr. Leonsis just within the last few days. We had lunch and candid conversation about a lot of different issues, and I made the ask. The other folks who are on this list are by and large, they're people that I've known through the years, working with Governor Warner, working with Governor Kane, working in the legislature. They're people that I've worked with on any number of issues, from transportation, environmental concerns, to education issues. As a member of the legislature, and as just a person who's had legislative districts who stretch from Charlottesville to Blacksburg, I've made a lot of contacts throughout the year. And I'm very proud of the fact that we do have people on this list who have generally supported Republicans. We've got people that have supported both Democrats and Republicans. We've got people that have supported Democrats. We've got a diverse group of people that I think can provide me a good base of information and advice as we move forward.
Transportation is where Creigh Deeds kind of expand a little bit more specifically what
transportation will be the first goal of this administration. And I'll get transportation addressed the first year I'm governor in 2010. Here's the thing about Virginia's governorship. You only have 4 years to do the job. So the political capital is never higher than it is that first year. I'm committed to developing a consensus, developing a plan that produces a transportation plan that's broad, that's long-term in approach, statewide in perspective, one that's creative in nature, one that I think will be adopted by a special session, hopefully next September or October.
You guys have partnered before and have seen the results of Virginia business. Your bill, how will you carry that now again to this next, if you got elected, and what challenges? Obviously, we have some huge ones.
Senator Warner, when he was governor, showed people how to do government. It's bipartisan. It's not about left or right, Democrat or Republican. It's about reaching across the aisle, building consensus among all folks. And that's what we did in 2004 to develop a consensus to preserve our AAA bond rating, keep our budget balanced, to maintain our rating as the best state to do business in the country, to make the largest single investment ever in K-12 education, to make one of the largest investments in this nation in higher education. Mark Warner showed that path, and I think the political model for the success we achieved that year is a model that ought to be continued as we go forward by any government.
There have been some in the business community that have been critical of Democrats in the last few months, particularly out of the chambers, about the unemployment insurance issue. I wonder if that's one as a business leader you might want to address, sort of the split in the business community.
Well, he's going to listen, and we're going to do our research and going to bring a collective wisdom of the crowds to him as a candidate. But listening is really one of the first great signs of leadership, and is reaching out and putting together this kind of coalition and trying to hear what is on people's mind. We're also fathers. We're also taxpayers. We're not just focused on business. Quality of life and what Virginia stands for are things that are equally as important to us. Education is key. We need really, really smart people coming into our workforce. Quality of life. Traffic is not only about the efficacy of keeping real commerce moving, it's also about the basic quality of life, and that he gets that and has internalized that is vitally important to us. Providing a way to bring jobs in and to know what kind of businesses to reach out and bring in clean businesses. Mark was expert at that. He had a high-tech expertise. He knew.
And you supported it by bringing jobs to Southwest Virginia. Right? For that.